previously on TV Tuners.
Where'd you put the diamonds?
I got too much lettuce and I gotta get rid of it real quick.
In this form, my battle power exceeds 1 million.
Gerald is in hiding, and we need to find him right now.
The horses have been loosed.
Mr. President, you have to choose Burger King or McDonald's. Who shall survive? And now, TV Tuners.
Hi there, welcome to TV Tuners, a television podcast for the true fanatics. It's a weekly dive into the latest in TV news and reviews. I'm your host, Swanson, and with me as always is my co-host and true gangstar, Stairmaster.
Hey, you're my capo. You're my Don? Yes. You're the Don of the podcast.
And with us as always is our other co-host and Lieutenant and guy who loves inspect and sweat, Kiorein.
Well, I'm the sweat inspector?
I mean, that's the most respected and honorable.
I don't know, that's kind of weird, man. Well, I'll take it. I take it as long as you guys are in favor of it. That's fine.
I'd rather be sweat than donut rolls or buns boy.
Yeah, no one likes buns boy.
That's a really bad job. I'll take it. This is fine with me. Sweat inspector all day. Here I am. I'll lick the sweat right off your face.
Please don't.
Good thing I got you this, and good thing I got you this badge.
I'm not even sweating right now. Please stay away from me.
I'm gonna get you real nervous so you start sweating.
I don't think that's what.
What a great time!
I don't think that's what this podcast needs.
Hey, Stair, I got this picture of you walking to your car in the morning.
Huh?
How do you think I got this?
So I see some beads starting to form on Stair.
How?
And here's you in your kitchen making a sandwich.
How?
What you putting on that? Is that turkey?
This isn't
Looks
good.
pretty good.
Keo knows everything I'm up to.
If only Keo had one more absolutely ludicrous photo.
Stairmaster, I've got a photograph of you.
Of me? Of me?
Yes.
Of me?
Oh, it's just a photo of him.
Oh. Yeah, that is me.
That's what.
And here's a photo of you meeting up with these suspicious guys. What's that about?
Oh, that's just the mob.
Oh,
I did research for this episode.
I don't think. All right, yeah,
I bought some heroin.
Oh, okay. How's that different from any other week?
I bought a lot of heroin this week.
Oh, all right.
How many gallons?
10 gallons.
Did you put it all in one big hat?
Yes, that's how I got it over the state border.
Good job.
They never check hats.
Yeah, they respect the cowboys.
Well, all this heroin talk is great, but let's talk about some TV. What you fellas watch this week?
I watched Netflix's Daredevil.
Oh, good.
What did you think, Kiorein?
I thought it was good. The only thing that came to my mind when I was watching it was this billboard I saw for some Fox show called Bullseye, where it shows this happy individual like rappelling up the side of a building. I still don't know what the show is, but it's nothing to do with Marvel or Daredevil or anything like that.
Jump off the building and land on the bullseye.
To his death?
Yeah?
That's a thing people do.
It doesn't sound very safe to me. Is Bullseye really a safe thing to
That's
jump
why
onto?
It's a TV show. It's just dangerous.
Danger does get views.
There'll be a plot where his wife is like, "You need to stop doing this. You could die."
Why is he doing it?
Because that's just what men do. They go their own way.
All right. According to this Wikipedia, Bullseye is an American game show based off of a UK version.
What? You mean
that was that show that features contestants who compete in extreme challenges in order to hit or come the closest to the bullseye.
You mean this isn't a drama featuring an anti-hero white guy?
No, it's
who's also a family man?
Is the guy in the billboard the host, or like what's?
Yes, he's action star Kellen Lutz. Kellen Lutz.
Yes, action star Kellen Lutz, known from such things as
Tarzan, The Expendables 3, The Legend of Hercules.
The erotic.
Also, he was in the Twilight films.
The Erotic Adventures of Hercules.
It lasted all of 8 episodes in the year of our Lord 2015.
Yeah, this is a 2015 looking show.
Yeah, this has the innocence of 2015 all over it.
Anyway, what did you think of Daredevil? How far did you get in?
I liked it. I finished it.
Did you like the Mind Kingpin that appeared?
The Mind Kingpin?
Yeah, whenever he was having his inner dialogues.
Oh, I wish I had one of those. I wish I had one of those just to walk behind me and
Vincent D'Onofrio
and berate you.
Kiorein, you are not strong enough to finish the sandwich.
You must move your car.
all of your failings, all of them culminate on this piece of bread.
You forgot to You forgot to turn off your air conditioner before recording. Typical.
If you do not eat this bread, I will eat it for you.
This is why you will never have a Patreon.
You have not worked hard enough on the podcast. Swanson will fire you.
I'm getting a lot of podcast feedback.
You could just watch one television show per week. That is all they ask of you. And yet you say no.
Yeah, Kingpin's really interested in improving my podcast performance, apparently.
You let me inside you.
Oh. I guess in a way you did. You said you wanted a mind Kingpin, and that's what you got.
Mind Kingpin. Gone sexual.
Oh, man.
As all things in the mind eventually do.
What did you watch, Stairmaster, huh?
I watched some Dragon Ball Z Kai with my dad.
Loser.
What part are you on?
We were watching Vegeta fight Goku, and then some other people came and fought Vegeta, and then Vegeta went home.
And your dad was like, "All
yes!
right."
There was this moment when Goku and Vegeta were doing the beam struggle, and Goku was like, Kaioken times 4! And my dad was like, no!
He was like King Kai.
Yes. Stop it, Goku!
Is your dad King Kai?
Also, he got really excited when Yajirobe showed up and actually did something.
Aren't we all excited when Yajirobe shows up?
Yeah.
Is Yajirobe in Super?
No, barely. He shows up in like the Goku Black Saga when they go to the future, and he's got a goatee. No, he's got like a full-on beard.
I thought you were going to say he had a gun.
No.
Look what I built, guys.
That Zamasu won't know what hit. Oh my god, Swanson, your Yajirobe's perfect.
Oh, great.
That's our new character for TV Tuners.
Welcome our new host, Yajirobe. Hey everybody, who's ready to watch some TV?
Swanson, how did you get so good at that? Did you practice that?
No. Yeah, I was practicing Yajirobe in the mirror.
Oh no.
Is he like your spirit creature?
I can't even do one Dragon Ball Z character, and Swanson can do like 2. I'm so jealous of him.
We'll just kill him and take his abilities.
Yeah, Yajirobe's my everything.
This belongs to me now.
All right.
Nah.
I'm gonna give a shout out to The Good Place. I think
Oh.
I've done this a couple times before, but
Again?
this past week's episode was really good.
You're such a Good Place fanatic, Swanson. Just
To
because you like it so much, I'm never going to watch it.
Okay, how would you rank this season of The Good Place compared to the Saiyan Saga?
Better.
Oh my goodness.
So you're saying the conflict between Debbie or whoever and Ted Danson is more harrowing than the fight between Goku and Vegeta?
Well, at this point, Ted Danson is fighting the entire establishment of the afterlife, so...
Oh, so it's more like Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah. Sure.
I guess
Anyway...
Yeah.
Anyway, this past week's episode, without going too into spoilers, because The Good Place is full of them, involved one character, or one actress playing a lot of different characters, and it was real good.
Wait, do you mean by full spoilers it like spoils other things?
I mean that like each episode so much happens that to try and explain this single episode would spoil pretty much everything before it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very serialized show. All right, well, let's get into the news, huh?
Yes.
Let's go on a cruise. To the news.
Let's sing the blues. All right. Guys, Netflix is getting real into anime. They got
About
Evangelion. They got they're doing a live action Cowboy Bebop, and now they've announced that they've got Ghost in the Shell.
Uh-oh.
So are they doing a live action, or are they is someone else doing a Ghost in the Shell anime and Netflix has just gotten the distribution rights?
This is a Ghost in
Are
the
those
Shell
the only
anime.
two options?
It seems like Netflix doesn't actually make any anime, it just claims it in the North American distribution rights.
I thought they made some animes.
No, they just call them their own.
Yeah, they make animes like BoJack Horseman.
Oh, yeah.
Classic anime.
Disenchanted, or
Yeah.
Disenchantment.
Another great anime.
So you told you.
Oh, and Death Note.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Let's not talk about that.
They made the anime Death Note.
The entirety of it. Anyway, the series is being made by the guys who made Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex, which it's a good show.
It slaps.
It does slap. This new one looks like it's going to be CGI animated, so...
Oh, never mind.
Cops called.
Yikes.
But it will feature the majors, so I guess that's
no.
Ghost in the Shell.
No, CGI anime never looks good.
There's
It's
no
called Ghost
salvaging
in
it,
the
Swanson.
It's
impossible.
called Ghost in the Shell SAC 2045.
Sack?
A standalone complex.
No, you should not use that acronym. I don't think that's okay.
Sock.
That's what it says here. Look, I'm not the one who named it SAC, alright?
Maybe you could call it Satch. Or Sass.
Standalone.
No, just you're pronouncing the C as an S.
Oh.
Because that happens sometimes in words.
Not in this one. SAC.
That wouldn't be confusing at all. Thanks, Stare.
I'm just trying to help you, Keo. You're the one with the complaints.
What would you guys want to see in a new Ghost in the Shell cartoon? Anime.
The Matrix could take her clothes off again. That was cool.
I want more robots.
You mean those
More?
the little walker guys?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
I want there to be
Yeah,
like one of those, but it has like human legs.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
That seems like an actual episode they would do, where some guy's just like strapping human legs to them.
You know, the Major's taken her clothes off a lot of times. I want to see some full frontal male robot nudity.
Yeah, what's the other guy's name?
The guy with like
Guy
the...
Fieri.
Yeah.
Well, he only looks like that in a live action movie that we don't like to talk about.
Yeah, that guy. Get him naked. Show me that robot dong. Hashtag show me that dick dong. All right. You guys love Ted Bundy?
Yes. Maybe from that one show.
That's Al Bundy.
Oh, sorry. Never mind. No, I have no idea who you're talking about.
Yeah, you
Oh,
do.
that guy in the cabin who wrote all those bombs to people?
You mean the multiple murderer, psychopathic dreamboat Ted Bundy?
The Zodiac Killer.
No, that's Ted Cruz.
Oh. So, why are they all named Ted?
Wait, do you not actually know who Ted Bundy is?
I know who Ted
Theodore
Bundy is.
Robert Bundy?
Oh, Theodore Robert Bundy. That guy who was really charming.
Yeah. He killed a bunch of people.
Yeah, to answer your question, Swanson, yes, we love Ted Bundy.
Well, Netflix does too, as they're planning a new series called Conversations with the Killer, the Ted Bundy tapes.
Oh dear. So they're just interviewing him, and then they're going to do like dramatized reenactments?
Well, he's dead, so I don't think they're going to do that.
Well, then where are they getting these tapes from?
Because he was recorded before he died.
Oh!
So they're just going to show the tapes, or are they going to dramatically reenact them?
This is a narrative take on Bundy's crimes with Zac Efron in the starring role.
Oh!
You know, from High School Musical. Which is interesting. An interesting turn.
So is Zac Efron starting to get typecasted as a serial killer now?
I didn't think...
You're thinking Zachary Quintos.
Wasn't Zac Efron Light from the Death Note remake thingy?
No. Wait.
Oh,
Who was that then?
That wasn't Zac Efron. No? Now I
Am
gotta look this up.
Am I
here,
confused?
It was Nat Wolf. Wait, no. Yes, it was Nat Wolf.
Why was I thinking Zac Efron then? What was he in?
All white people look the same to you.
No, that's not true.
Well, let's take a break while we look up what Zac Efron was in.
He was in Neighbors 2, Sorority Rising.
He was in Dirty Grandpa.
He's in Baywatch.
He was in The Disaster Artist, and he played the role of Chris R's actor, Dan Jan Gien.
Are you sure you're not thinking of... Okay, now I'm looking at his Wikipedia. This latest picture of him does sort of look Ted Bundy-ish. He's just sort of smiling and...
Oh, he played a character named Dav Stengel. It sounds like Dav Strangle.
Maybe I just heard people comparing him to Light Yagami in terms of appearance or something.
What people were like, this should have been the guy you picked to play Light.
Yes.
They should have got Anthony Hopkins to play Light.
He was in the movie The Paperboy playing a character called Jack Jansen.
Oh, that's kind of close to Ted Bunsen. Wait, no.
Yep, Ted Bunsen burner.
I got Ted Danson and Ted Bundy conflated in my head for a moment. Alright, what were we talking about?
Ted Bundy's getting his own TV show where they glorify him and talk about how good murder is.
Look at these erotic murders.
Anyway, yeah. What's your favorite Bundy moment? What's your favorite Bundy moments that you want to see rebroadcast?
Wasn't there a point like when he was in custody and he just broke out and started killing people some more, like without any of the seducing? He just ran up and murdered them.
Sure.
I don't know.
I like the part where he goes into a mall and he says, "Hi, I'm Ted Bundy," and then he kills someone.
I like the time where Ted Bundy was kayaking with a woman, and he was like, "Hey," and he flipped the boat over and the woman died.
Yeah. Good times.
Oh, yes.
Ted Bundy.
He did actually break out of jail at one point. He jumped out of a second-story window. And escaped.
Oh. It's a pretty easy breakout.
Did he, like... okay.
Maybe we'll find out more on the show.
I heard upon Ted Bundy's death, his closest friend in the jail cell ripped out a water fountain and threw it through the window and escaped.
That sounds real.
That's cool.
Remember when Ted Bundy made friends with a Native American man?
Yeah.
And he taught him how to astrally project. So
after he gave him his chewing gum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
I don't know anymore. All right, guys, let's all talk about some Star Wars.
I'm so tired of them. Hey.
Yeah, when are the wars gonna end, and we're finally gonna get to the Star Piece?
That'd be a really good series, Star Piece.
Yeah, write that down. Copyright.
Honestly,
quick.
It seems like the Star Wars universe is just going into constant hell wars every couple centuries. I think it's secretly the greatest dystopia of them all.
I mean, when you think about it, the new ones are essentially the rebels fighting the alt-right.
What a hot take!
Anyway, the Disney Plus is bringing out all the stops for their own Star Wars streaming service or streaming show, The Mandalorian, which is like some Wild West Star Wars deal that's featuring the likes of Pedro Pascal,
yeah,
Giancarlo Esposito,
That's expected.
Carl Weathers,
Nani?
Yep.
Nick Nolte.
You're kidding me.
No, Nick Nolte's in this.
Isn't that a gorilla?
He did voice a gorilla in the classic Kevin James vehicle, The Zookeeper.
What, next you're going to say Anthony Hopkins?
Close. Werner Herzog.
Oh no.
German filmmaker who is from Jack Reacher, among many other things.
I hope he's the narrator.
He's either gonna be the narrator or the space warlord.
Space. It is the only place left for humanity to die.
Strength is the only thing that matters.
In the world of the Star Wars, the strength is all that you can have. Nothing else will last.
I had to bite off my own fingers to escape the Sarlacc. Nobody ever does that. Shit.
Very nuanced.
Nobody else ever does it. Fuck it.
So the narrator goes from making broad statements about the state of the universe to talking about his personal situation.
No, I was doing the warlord angle.
What do you want the other cast to play? Like Carl Weathers? Is he just gonna be a boxer?
He's gonna be Lando Calrissian.
No, they're just gonna act like he doesn't notice.
Wait, I think he would be about the same age as Billy D. Williams at this point, wouldn't he?
I think he's a little bit younger.
Oh, I guess he could play Lando. I guess.
And you just no one's supposed to notice. That is a person who looks different.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Who plays Lando then, Mr. I'm good at casting?
No one.
Oh.
Lando doesn't need to be in it.
Okay.
No, we need Lando. We need him in there.
The most important Star Wars character, Lando.
Oh, he'll play,
This cast already has... Yeah.
He'll play Al from Predator.
This cast already has more people of color in it than all of Star Wars combined.
You're right.
Do you think Giancarlo Esposito is just going to play Gus?
I think he's going to be like the pilot.
Oh, like the ship pilot?
Yes. Yes.
I say where we go.
Maybe Giancarlo Esposito will play a droid.
They should paint him gold, and he can be one of the robots.
C3, oh no. because he doesn't take anyone's shit.
He's an assassin droid.
Right. I could be into that. And Nick Nolte is, of course, playing himself.
He's gonna voice a Glee Plop.
Look at me, I'm an alien! I'm Cleveland and Gloopin'.
I'm a Greedo.
Yeah, he plays Greedo's brother, Grimo.
Grimo.
Look at me, I'm Greasy.
I'm Frito.
He's always munching on something. Yeah, this sounds like a fun time with all our favorite Star Wars characters. I can't wait to watch this on Disney Plus, which I'm definitely going to subscribe to.
Oh man, what if Werner Herzog is a Sith Lord?
He'd make a really good Sith Lord.
You thought you had already beaten the Emperor, but the Emperor answers only to one person, who is me.
The dark side is within us all.
The dark side resides in all of our hearts and beings. It is the true essence that makes the universe.
The true dark side is the Star Wars.
Yeah. Anyway, look for The Mandalorian sometime in next year.
I'm sorry. Okay.
You cannot reach the stars without having some wars.
Among the stars, there are the tiny specks of light, surrounded by infinite darkness. Much like the soul of man. What else is in the news?
You guys like chicken?
Yes, I do. I like to munch and crunch on some of that tasty chicken.
Stare, you seem hard.
Yes, I like chicken. Where are we going with this, buddy?
Well, Tyson's chicken. No, some people aren't happy with Tyson chicken after it aired an ad where a man seemed to be executed on it.
That doesn't sound good, Swanson.
Yeah, well, Tyson Chicken had a commercial air recently that was it was a man on death row, and he was asked what he wanted for his last meal, and he said he wanted Tyson all white meat chicken.
And then they just showed him die?
Yeah, it kind of just showed him get executed.
Like
after eating his meal. Well, like the guy came in, like the ad like continues talking about how good Tyson chicken is, and like the guy's meal is complete, and then they're like, Tyson all meat chicken, and you see him in the background getting lethally injected, and he's like convulsing and dying.
Was somebody trying to get fired?
I mean, I don't know. You can find it online, is all I'm saying. It's not great.
Can you? Why didn't you give us a link then?
What do you mean? Here it is.
Keo, do you see this?
Yeah, I'm looking at this link we have here.
And what do you see, buddy?
TheTruthRealFactualNews.com. Swanson, where are you getting your sources exactly?
Real news places.
Now what's this? Related videos from the same account, Top 10 Race Facts. That's a picture of a black man. And some sort of crime lineup photo.
Yeah, I mean, that's really unrelated to TV.
This source seems a little dubious, Swanson. You might want to be a little
careful. What I do is I go into Google, I type in real news only, and I just click the first couple things I see.
Why is this tagged international Jewry in the video tags?
Look, I don't know. I'm not like a video expert, all right? I don't go around looking at the tags on YouTube videos.
You know, I like your lackadaisical way about sourcing your news. I like it, Swanson.
What am I, some sort of video, some sort of tag inspector, Stairmaster?
You're being a little unfair he's not like a journalist, Stair. He's just a man doing his own
Right,
podcast.
This is a very low budget effort. We also have no skills whatsoever.
Yeah, it's a very low budget effort of $0 per episode.
But perhaps that can change if you buy the t-shirt.
Yeah, it has a single Tyson chicken strip on it. And on the back
Are we
it says
sponsored by Tyson?
And on the back it says good enough to die for.
Oh, moving on.
Anyway,
Hey, you got any more news, Swanson?
I do. So we've been talking for a good sort of a through line through the news of the past couple months has been the situation with Netflix and the Marvel television shows.
It's an ongoing arc on our podcast.
You could say.
They've been slowly trickling out news about how they're canceling all the shows. So where's this leading, Swanson? What's the end game here for Disney?
Well, it would appear that whatever end game there is for Disney, they're going to have to wait until at least after the year 2020 to get those characters and use them in a television show.
Sounds like an Infinity War wait.
Sure. Apparently, there is a specific specific writing in the deal between Netflix and Marvel that restricts them from appearing in any non-Netflix related material for at least 2 years after cancellation.
I was afraid of this.
Were you?
Oh, that's what I was asking about last time. Was what's the rights deal with that? So apparently 2 years is the wait time on that.
Yeah, so it's hard to say if any of the people will ever be
be
brought
alive.
back. Yeah, it's hard to tell if any of us will be alive by then.
They're just gonna replace all the actors who moved on.
Yeah, we're gonna instead of Daredevil, they're gonna have Dust Devil. He's a vacuum.
I was thinking like one of those tiny little mites. Except it's
Mites?
human-sized.
Oh,
And it kills people.
it's like Batmite, but for Marvel.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah.
Wait,
apparently,
did you make that up or?
what
Dust mites are a thing.
Batmite?
Oh yeah, dust mites, but he said dust devil, which is also like a little tiny like wind formation that happens sometimes.
There's a lot of dust
True.
in the world.
I'm surprised there isn't a super villain named Dust Devil. Now that I think about it,
I'm not.
out of all of the like bad supervillains that have been made, Dust Devil didn't make the cut. I don't know.
No one
Anyway,
would ever make their villain be dust related.
Yeah, why? I mean, not count. I guess we're not counting the Spider-Man villain, who's literally a Nazi scientist made of bees.
I mean, bees and Nazis are both separately very threatening.
Unlike
And-
Dust,
Well, maybe if he was a Nazi guy who...
made of dust.
Maybe he's like, I figured out the secret to static electricity from dust clouds, and now I will use it to purge the unworthy.
If you get enough dust, you can kill somebody.
True. That's why Dust Devils are a thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, this deal with Netflix is separate from the one they made for the Punisher series, so there's a possible chance that could stick around. Probably not, though.
No. Nuh-uh.
Anyway,
don't
we
see
can look
why.
forward. We can look forward to the second and probably final season of the Punisher out sometime in the new year,
Punisher's gonna die.
along
What
with
if
the
the-
second season of Jessica Jones or
What
third.
if the Punisher made really funny puns all the time?
Time for
Better
you
show?
to die.
That's not a pun, Swanson.
No, he's dyeing his hair.
Oh.
He's at the market. 1 fish, 2 fish. Wait, that's not what he does. What's the thing he says, Swanson?
What? Huh?
He's got the
What do you say? What? Huh?
What does Punisher say, Swanson? What does he
Yeah,
say?
he says the thing from the children's book in the Netflix universe.
One batch, two batch.
Oh. I guess he's buying marijuana.
Yeah.
Does he smoke many weed?
Yeah, all the time on the show, he's like, it helps calm my anxiety and PTSD.
It helps me forget my family.
Honestly, I think marijuana probably would help the Punisher a bit.
Yeah. It can't make things worse.
Yeah.
What would you do if he started smoking weed and he just became relaxed and didn't want to kill anybody anymore?
I think that would be the best possible outcome for the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
Would you watch? Or would you quit the show?
No, he would have to kill himself because smoking weed is still a crime.
Does he murder for all crimes?
Yes.
I mean, vigilantism is also a very serious crime. More so than smoking weed.
There's a Punisher comic where, like, he kills the entire Marvel Universe, and throughout it, he keeps saying that he's saving one bullet for himself.
Does he?
I think so, yeah.
Or maybe it's like the Twilight Zone, and he pulls the trigger and it's just click.
It's empty.
He's like, no.
Yeah, and then his arms fall off.
I guess that would have to happen.
What if he pulled the trigger and it turned out he had a stand that grabs the bullet?
Whoa, Kiorein. It sounds like you're getting ready to talk about something we're not ready for yet.
I'm ready.
Well, it's not time for that yet. What it's time for right now is a new segment. It's called Stairmaster's Monologue. Let's go, Stair.
Okay, well, last night I had this dream. I was like back in high school, and we were watching Terminator 2. But it was all wrong. I could tell because even in my dreams, I've got like a photographic memory of that movie. It's like 30 minutes in, and the T-1000 hadn't even shown up. I was turning into like this family drama with the T-800 as John Connor's dad. And I was like, no, this is wrong. This isn't how the movie goes. But no one would believe me. And then school got let out, and I was trying to make my way to the bus, but it was so far to walk. What? So how's your day going, Swanson? Oh, you want me to do more?
All right, thanks, Stair.
Oh, do you have any questions?
Yeah, do you regularly have dreams about the Terminator?
Yes. More than you hope.
How many times a month?
Like, I want to say once every about 2 or 3 months.
So
yeah, that's a lot.
3 times a month.
Stop saying 3 over and over. No,
once every 3 months. That's 0.33333.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, Keo, you did it.
This has been Stairmaster's Monologue. Now it's time for some trailers. Let's talk about Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah, okay.
No, this is Trailer Blazers. Hit the theme, Kiorein.
That's it. That's the theme.
Oh, that's a very jolly, sort of Christmassy theme. Anyway, we watched 2 trailers this week. The latest trailer for the new season of Brooklyn Nine-Nine debuted, and it was a thing. It was a fun joke time.
Yeah,
it was something. I didn't know what it was. It was like
it's like, haha, look how the main character's a big egotistic guy. But also it didn't show anything for the new season. So I guess it's a bad trailer.
I mean, it did give you the idea of what the show's about, so.
It's about police cop officers doing something.
Yeah,
in town.
Being funny in Brooklyn Boyville.
Yeah, I don't think the comedy really landed with me, so that's what the show has to offer. I think I'll pass.
Whoa.
What about you, Swanson? What were your thoughts?
I liked it.
Also, I thought the Die Hard parody was very poorly conceived. Why are they on a roof?
Because they have to escape the building, Stairmaster.
Why do they have to escape the building?
It's Die Hard. Why wouldn't they have to escape the building?
There's a bomb.
Why are the helicopters flying around?
They're in a hostage situation. It's Die Hard.
Where are the hostage takers?
That's the Oh, well, they're all dead at that point.
Then they should take it easy.
Well, they should just be like, we'll just get off this building before it blows up.
Why are you trying to logically analyze this wacky action situation?
That is literally revealed to be a pitch for a bad commercial.
That would have been fine with it if it wasn't referencing a movie. Like, it's just been an abstract, wacky situation.
I hope the next trailer is them referencing Terminator 2.
Oh, no. Well, it's like the hallway scene and Terry Crews is the guy in the Pepsi shirt.
Yeah. This is actually a pretty good idea.
Yeah. Andy, if you're listening, hire me.
The next trailer we watched was another trailer for True Detective Season 3.
This detective, Fox.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
What detective doesn't?
Who's that detective from Batman who's like kind of portly and like really grimy looking?
Fuck.
Isn't his name Bollocks? It's not Bollocks.
Bueller?
Ferris Bueller. He doesn't fuck. Wait, no, that's not right.
I think it is Bullock.
Yeah, that dude doesn't fuck.
No, I'm pretty sure he does.
Have you seen that dude? There's no way someone's fucking that dude.
He's a detective.
It's the 1940s, so maybe he is fucking. People's standards were way less back then since everyone only lived to age 50.
Yeah, you're right. Because all this is cigarettes.
Yeah.
Anyway, this trailer has a lot of the same as the first trailer, only this time the moon is in his house.
The actual moon.
How are they going to tie that into the story, I'm wondering?
I think the moon is the thing that's affecting his ability to solve the crime.
Like it's distracting him, he keeps staring at it.
Yeah. Well, wouldn't you if it's in your house?
Yeah, I wouldn't even try to solve the crime anymore.
What, so he's like a were detective or like an anti-were detective?
He's like a were detective. He only can solve the crime when the moon is out, when it's a full moon. So as you can imagine, it's very, very bad.
Yeah, there wasn't really much information to glean from this trailer that we couldn't get in the first one.
Except, somebody's going after the kids. Hack and slash, rip and tear, big guts.
Pretty much, yes, guts, blood.
And also, someone wrote a book about the crime, I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah.
It seems to be what part of this was about.
This lady's getting all the details for her book.
Because he's holding a book at one point.
If this was not an HBO show, I would probably suggest...
Anyway, it looks more of the same thing from the first trailer.
Mm-hmm.
The end.
Good night. Z.
That's been Trailer Blazers. Let's move on, huh?
Yeah, let's go home, Denny.
All right, well, this week we watched a show. That's right.
Yeah.
This week we dabbled our feet into the world of anime.
Yeah.
And
there were some fierce arguments.
Were there?
Yes. We had to tie Swanson to a chair and punch him repeatedly.
I don't remember this.
You were like, no, we cover Western television only. And me and Kira were like, there's nothing on this week.
Well, that's true. Which explains why this week we watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5, Golden Wind.
Actually, it's Vincio Aurorio.
It's Golden Wind. That's the translation I got.
Well, Kira, you're the tiebreaker.
Hey, Swanson, don't be such a gaijin.
Don't be such an Italiophobe.
Hey, I know what that word means.
Uh-oh.
I watch Japanese pro wrestling. I know what gaijin means.
Oh, no.
Anyway.
Then you have a reference point for all of the events that are going down in this.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like all the male cleavage.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the thing in Japanese pro wrestling, right?
Well, I mean, yes.
Mhm.
And also all of the fighting, like the part where zippers get thrown on someone, that happens a lot in Japanese pro wrestling.
Mm.
Anyway, this is the 5th installment of the popular JoJo's series.
Which is kind of an anthology show, kind of.
Yeah, it's like a sort of anthology show that follows a bloodline.
Mm.
I will admit up front that I have watched a whole 1 season of this show.
Yeah.
It was good. It was good.
Swanson was like, "It's good. I'm not going to watch any more of this."
I had other stuff to watch.
Swanson had his fill. He enjoyed 1 season of JoJo, and it was like eating a succulent feast. And he was
Look,
done
after
with
you get to a Nazi who has a gun on his chest, where can you go?
Pretty much nowhere, except for
Well, there was an
fantastic
eagle.
adventures with magical powers.
There was a falcon, and he could make ice out of things.
Boring.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, we get this guy with his anime ass hairstyle. Kiorein.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, we get this montage of him walking across Naples, Italy,
Yeah.
and this crime is happening everywhere.
Yeah, it's just crime and drugs.
Yeah,
It's a real
Bribery.
advertisement for the Naples, Italy.
What a beautiful culture you have there, Kiorein.
From
Yes,
Italy.
the culture I've got there, me.
Yes,
From
you
Naples,
are a
Italy.
token Italian American.
That's me, right here. Hello.
Keo, could you describe Giorno's hairstyle for us?
Okay, so he is a blonde man. His hair has like it's like partially like spiky blonde hair, and then he's got like, and then he's on the front of his head. He's got like if you took like some spaghetti and like made little like rings out of them. That's what he's got on the front of his hair, and then he has like some kind of like ponytail thing going on in the back.
Which
there.
is fairly mundane.
Compared to the front, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, these
Also-
pasta swirls are pretty fabulous, if you ask me.
Also,
Yeah.
big boob window on this guy.
Dude, massive boob window on both these boys.
Well, yeah, second boy we'll get into.
You gotta
These
be able to check
boys-
out that chest.
These boys love showing off their pecs.
Yeah, big badonkadonk everywhere.
Yeah.
I
Does
have
everyone-
a theory that they're using it to maximize their sexual energy.
Well, that tracks. We do
Giorno's-
see.
Yes. No, go on.
We do see Giorno stop some ladies and like chat them up, lay on the moves, literally lay on some moves, because he steals their money and it turns into butterflies.
Well, some guy steals their money first, but he catches them because he's street smart.
Yeah,
And
and he's like, "I'm not going to take all of your money, just a couple, just enough for
Yeah.
this ice cream."
Which then he sees this lonely kid and buys him some ice cream because Giorno is all about doing it for the kids and the community.
Giorno's in it for the kids. He wants to make the world better.
Yeah.
He's a good person. He steals some money, gives ice cream to a kid. What more can you ask for?
And then then we cut to the airport.
Where a menacing shovel guy approaches
Just beating people up for not giving him money.
in broad daylight with a shovel.
Like, I understand beating up people for protection money, but I think the shovel thing is probably like where they draw the line.
He kills that dude, right? Like,
Yeah,
because
he
it cuts
kills
away.
Yeah, that cuts away like a horror movie would.
Yeah, and you just hear like a wet squish.
Yeah.
Like,
mean-
it seems bad to like kill the people you want protection money from.
Well, he's setting an
Hey,
example.
everyone else is going to definitely pay up after that.
Yeah, but how often do you think he does that?
I want
I
to say
don't know,
like
probably
once
like-
every 6 months.
Yeah, once
I mean, how
6 months a
stupid-
year.
How stupid would people have to be not to give the shovel guy protection money?
Yeah.
Even if he wasn't killing people, I'd give him the money if he's carrying a shovel around with him.
Also, a fun little character note. This guy apparently got stabbed in the face one time, and now his eye is constantly tearing up.
Yeah, he's like Mads Mikkelsen, Casino Royale.
Yeah.
Only he doesn't cry blood.
This white regular goop.
Yeah.
Sad juice.
Also, I guess technically this was written as a manga before that, so...
Yes, this was 1999-ish. Or 1997. Whoa.
Wait, so this is set in the future when it was being written?
Yes, it was set in... Yes. This takes place in 2005, but it's written like 1995-ish to 1998.
He wrote a post 9/11 book.
Yes.
Does it reference 9/11?
You can tell how not. Yes, it's very post 9/11. You can tell by the emphasis on sleight of hands, referencing our security theater.
Oh, wow, very nuanced.
A lot of insight. This.
Also, one of the guys stand as an airplane, just like September 11th.
Whoa. Anyway, some guy shows up that I'm assuming is from another JoJo show with how the show assumes that we already know him.
I'm gonna drop some spoilers here. He gets out of the way very quickly and never shows up again in the series at all.
Oh. So he was just here cuz?
He was here so that the readers
to set up.
Oh, I know him. He's my friend.
Also, the guy who's dressed like Michael Jackson is a previous JoJo.
Well,
but
yeah,
he also doesn't.
Jotaro. I know who Jotaro is.
I don't know what to expect from you, you lazy boy.
He's literally the most popular character from the show.
Yeah.
And he's bad. He's bad. Jamon.
You can tell because he has a hat that blends in with his hair.
Yeah.
Even if it's a different color from his hair.
And also, yes.
And also, he apparently wears that around his house.
I think that's his office where he.
I mean, if you had that outfit, would you ever take it off?
No.
But yeah, people in this world just sort of use their powers around and no one notices.
Well, it's hard to see. Like, you can't
right,
see
because you can't. Yeah, you can't see it unless you're a stand user.
Yeah.
But I mean, a car does straight up just stop in the middle of the road.
I mean, if you're watching a stand fight in front of you, you just think people are just being weird in front of you.
Yeah,
because they're just staring at each other and
really hard.
Yeah, they're just staring at each other and moving around and flying in the air.
Yeah.
I don't know. Those people on the train do seem freaked out.
Well, they can see some of the stuff, that's him getting knocked back, but we'll get into that. I'll answer your questions when we get that. I just want to point out the ear trick. This. We're at the airport and Giorno's showing up his ear, folding it in.
That's not part of his powers, is it?
No, that's just a thing he can do. I think that's a thing people can do in real life. And the author just saw it once. It was I'll put this in my manga to add a little spice.
I want my special boy to be able to do that with his ear.
But anyway, that scene was so incredibly animated. It looked like it was almost rotoscoped in parts.
It looked like he had a head vagina.
It was a Steven Soderbergh movie.
Yeah, so this guy shows up who's a short...
Japanese. Yeah, Krillin.
Yeah, he's JoJo's Krillin. I guess in a way. It does kind of feel that way.
And Giorno steals all of his shit.
Yeah, he turns it into a frog. At this point in the story, we still don't actually know what his abilities are. We just know that he's got them.
Anyway, yeah. Now we cut to him taking his seat, and Leaky Eye Luca, the shovel guy, shows up.
Yeah, and he challenges him.
He gives him the 3 U's of friendship.
Yeah, what are they?
Well, number 1, fuck you, pay me.
Oh. And that's really all it is.
Yeah. And then the frog shows up and hops up his body, and that really pisses Shovel Guy up.
Yeah, he hates frogs for some reason.
Well, it's interrupting their confrontation.
What a rude frog.
And also, Giorno refuses to swat it away.
Because he's a good boy.
Yeah, the frog doesn't have any... As he says, the frog doesn't have any, investment in this matter. It's its own being with its own will.
Yeah, it's just a frog. Leave the frog alone.
Yeah.
Anyway, he goes to swat the frog and immediately falls to the ground dead.
Oh, yeah, he hits it with a shovel, and that redirects right back into the back of his skull. And you can see the imprint of the shovel and the Roman logo.
Yeah.
It's pretty brutal, man.
He dies.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Then the frog turns into some luggage. And he reveals his stand ability.
Which is to turn non-living things into living things.
It's actually a pretty baller ability.
Yeah.
So then Jotaro shows up, I think, at this point.
We get a second confrontation with him and Krillin. Not
Krillin.
Krillin.
Yeah. Yeah, Krillin,
Yeah,
he really wants his stuff back. What a whiner.
Like, sorry, I sold it.
Yeah, and they have a confrontation, and he finds out that he's a stand user, and they're like, respect, brother.
You gotta respect it.
Mad respect.
Even though, like, half the stand users on this show are serial killers.
Not this one.
Well, he's got a heart of gold.
Yeah. Heart of gold. Anyway, then he calls Jotaro, and Jotaro's like, I'm at my house in full uniform.
Yeah, just leave that guy alone.
Yeah,
Forever.
he's like, oh, alright, well, don't worry about that guy.
Should we mention Giorno's sexy wallet photo?
Of his dad?
Yes.
He has like a shirtless photo of his dad with piercing red eyes.
He's not even looking at the camera.
Yeah, who took this photo?
His mom did.
What? So Dio. Wait, hold on. I don't know. They don't explain when exactly in Dio's timeline he had sex with this woman.
This was like in the late 80s. Since
Giorno's
15. This hulking hunk is 15 years old, by the way.
Yeah, that makes sense. In the same way that like Jotaro was like what 20 in the third one.
He was like 17.
Yeah.
Despite looking like Clint Eastwood in his prime.
Anyway, so we'll get back to this Dio thing because they have like a whole opening in the second part about it.
In the second episode, yeah. Anyways, yeah, Giorno is taking the public transportation home, presumably.
Yeah. And he's just hanging, and the train stops because the sweat inspector has to get on.
More boob window.
Yeah. We all know how trains work. We've all taken a train before. The sweat inspector occasionally comes around, checks the sweat levels.
Yeah.
It's a very noble job, and I'm proud to be doing it.
Yeah. Occasionally leaves you an eyeball as a gift.
In your mouth.
Yeah. So this guy shows up, who we later learn is Bruno, but he's sort of just a sweat boy. And he shows up, and
so when I first saw Bruno, his ability, before they explained it, I thought his ability was just being able to put things in people's mouths, and that's it.
That would be very narrow and limited use. Like
very deadly potentially, though.
Well, I mean, if you could put things inside anything, like any enclosed space, that would be useful.
Well, to be fair, when he first mentions having powers, he does say he can put anything in your mouth, which is a very niche and erotic power.
I think he's just, simplifying things for normies, since he doesn't know that this guy also has powers.
Yeah, I mean, also, this dude is very, Look, JoJo's sort of always a homoerotic show. But this is a new level of that. And look, I'm all here for it. But I wasn't expecting to be watching some anime and see a guy lick another guy's sweat.
Oh, but you were fine with the two guys climbing a giant pillar that was spurting very slippery fluid from the top.
Yeah, that was fine. Why would I have... I don't have a problem with this either. Okay. I'm just saying.
There's a lot of shocking.
There's a lot of sweat play involved in this one.
Yeah, anyway, this guy...
Bruno has a very... Bruno has a very obvious kink.
Yeah, Bruno is very displeased. He's an associate of the Shovel Man and wants to find out what happened.
Yeah, and he starts putting pieces of the Shovel Man's body inside of Giorno.
He asks some questions, and Giorno bluffs his way through, and he's like, "Oh, okay, have a nice day," and leaves.
And then shows up through the window and licks him.
Yeah, after putting the eyeball in his mouth, and Giorno reasonably loses his shit completely.
Yeah.
And Bruno's like, "Yes, this is proof that you're lying.
Your sweat tells me that you're lying."
Your mouth lies, but your body tells the truth.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. This boy's a sweat pervert.
Yeah, anyway, Bruno starts beating the shit out of him.
Yeah, he starts flying. He starts unzipping him.
Literally.
Literally.
Zippers appear all over his body, and opens up to, like, reveal this negative space.
Yeah, that's no good.
And that's where the first episode ends.
Yeah. We don't get any end credits this time around.
Oh, we get the end credits over that's happening.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, we don't get the... You know what I mean. We don't get the...
Oh, yeah.
The song, which we'll get to. Anyway, then we get the second episode, which has the full opening for this season. And, you know, I haven't watched all of the seasons, but JoJo openings are, like, some of the best fucking things.
Yeah, this one slaps. I think it might be the best of them all.
I mean, yeah. I was sold the moment they did, like, the James Bond-esque, like, shooting the bullet, and it's, like, psychedelic as shit. That's good. That's good stuff.
Anyway, you can see, like, the entire cast.
Yeah, who haven't shown up yet.
There's a gun guy, there's a plane guy, there's a smoke guy.
There's a lady.
Yeah.
They've all got some kind of wacky powers. We can't wait to check those out.
Yeah. Wonder if they'll ever show up. Anyway, so yeah.
We get like a 6-minute flashback to Giorno's childhood.
Yeah, we get like this opening monologue to express Giorno's backstory. There's also a moment when they're describing his dad, Dio, where they say that Dio regarded women as tools or food. Yes,
he's a vampire. Remember?
Oh, right. I just thought he was eating ladies, if you know what I mean.
No, he's just drinking their blood until they die, like a wholesome guy.
Right, not someone who would commit cunnilingus.
Not like a cannibal.
Oh.
Giorno had a great childhood. I think we can all agree.
Yeah. He got the shit beaten out of him as his dad. And
he learned how to not cry.
Yeah, that resulted in him becoming really kind of detached.
The most wild thing about this backstory is learning not to cry when he was like 2 years old.
Yeah. It's actually kind of subdued by all standards. It's emotional tale.
As far as JoJo protagonists go, this isn't even the worst this isn't even the worst tragic childhood.
Yeah. I like the part where he got a new dad who seemed really nice, but then like very quickly we learned that he's just highly abusive.
Yeah. Well, you never even got to know his old dad. So I guess it's just like his regular dad.
Yeah. But let's go back to this picture of Dio that we were talking about before, which is a photo of this big hunking, like, this humongous dude. Dio is giant every time he shows up.
Like a WWE wrestler.
He's like a WWE, he's Brock Lesnar. And he's like, he's not even facing the camera. His back is to the camera, and he's like slightly turned towards it, and his eyes are just red.
Yeah.
Like are you saying you wouldn't carry that photo with you, Swanson?
I would.
Well, I'm more curious about like what did his mom like give him this photo? Like, this is your dad, and he was like, cool.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah, like, what is this?
Do you even know this man's name? I'm not
He's
sure
just
she
like,
does.
wow, my dad, he seems really cool. I'm going to keep this with me.
Because the mom seems like a piece of shit, too.
Yeah, for the
I'm
most
not sure,
part.
I'm not sure what Dio saw in her.
We don't really get. Is he still living with them? What's happened to his mom?
No, Dio's been dead since.
No. His mom and his stepdad.
Oh, no, he lives on his own. But at the age of 15.
No, I don't think he ever lived with Dio. Although that would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
Would Dio
would have called him my boy.
Would Dio have even entertained the idea of raising a child?
I think he'd be vaguely interested to see how it would play out.
I think he would try to raise the child as a loyal soldier, probably.
Also, back up in case his body blows up.
He would be a very bad father. He'd just be doing all these monologues all the time.
Isn't that what most dads do?
Is that what your dad did?
I mean, that's what sitcom dads do.
Jesse, part of being human is seeking peace of mind. The foundation of all existence.
When you think about it, don't sitcom dads usually do monologues at the end of an episode? I could see Dio doing that.
You're not wrong.
Only instead of the value of sharing, he would sit his child down and be like, everything you want in life can be taken.
The Joe stars must never be underestimated.
Anyway, so we get some quick backstory before we get back into the insanity that's going on.
Yeah, Giorno's got a bad dad. Then he meets this gangster guy who he saves the life of.
Yeah, whose who is bland faced, because it is not distinguished. Maybe Giorno has face blindness, and that's why he can't. But yeah, we never see his actual face, but we do see that he's a criminal boy.
Yeah.
There's a scene where a kid comes out after he killed his dad and wants to shoot him.
And a great rebuttal by the gangster guy here.
Yeah.
Your dad was scum. He sold drugs to both women and children.
I mean, he's just laying out the facts.
There's really no rebuttal to that, really.
That's kind of sexist, though. What's wrong with selling drugs to women?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Look, it was the 90s stare.
The real issue there.
Yeah. Anyway, look, it was the 90s stare, even though he was dressed up like it was the 50s. It was the 90s.
Yeah. Oh, 50s nostalgia was a thing in the late 80s. With the Happy Days and whatnot.
Hey, that was the 70s.
Oh. Well, maybe Italy's a decade behind.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Does it?
Sure, yeah, they're just getting to Lost.
Oh, God.
They're really sad because Michael just left the office.
Anyways, the main takeaway of this is that Giorno sees being a gangster as the one noble calling in life.
Yes, a gangstar. Rap reference.
What a great life lesson to learn.
Anyway, back to the train.
Yeah, Giorno dies.
Yeah, he gets his head zipped off.
Yeah, he gets wrecked.
Chokes to death.
Anyway, he beats up this boy real good, and then he starts sensually touching his stand.
Yeah, Bruno, he punches Bruno, who didn't realize he had a stand, and sends him flying to the back of the train.
And apparently because his stand brings things to life when he touches someone that is already alive.
Alive, yes.
He causes them to have a psychotic break.
It gives them too much energy, and they don't know how to take it, so their conscious overclocks.
He thinks he's going real quick, but he's actually going real slow.
He's having an out-of-body experience.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
And so Giorno just punches him in the face in slow motion while Bruno's spirit is just watching in horror.
Yeah, that is pretty horrible. His teeth are falling out of his head, and yeah, it's bad.
I get this one good scene of them just having their stands punch each other.
Yeah.
And Bruno's like, I guess I'm gonna leave and deal with this later.
But yeah, we do get a shot of Giorno and his stand, and Giorno just sort of rubbing his stand.
Yeah, Stan puts his hand on its hips after punching Bruno.
Yeah. It's a good time.
Anyway,
he's just exploring the body of his stand. Nothing strange about that.
Bruno's like, I'm out of here, and he jumps back and zips a hole in the bottom of the train and rolls out.
Yeah, he's pretty wild.
I get his cool chase music while Giorno gets off the train and runs after him.
Yeah, and then he loses track of him, but wait a minute.
Yeah, Bruno hides in a crowd of people and then literally hides inside a person with his
does that person die?
No.
Well, he has the... I don't know.
Let's go beat by beat here.
Okay.
So, yeah. Giorno tracks this guy down to an alleyway with 4 dudes, and Bruno just falls over and knocks a bunch of people around and disappears in the chaos. And Giorno's like, oh, he must have hidden inside someone with the zipper powers. And then we cut to this one of the guys who looks like Danny DeVito, just being pestered by this fly. So he swats it, and he gets knocked on his ass, like how the shovel guy got his head blown in. Because that fly was actually Bruno's tooth, which got punched out of him. And for some reason, Bruno's injured by this as well.
Well, yeah, he's inside the guy.
I guess.
So yeah, it turns out that if you turn something that belongs to somebody into a creature, it tries to find its owner.
I mean, that sort of makes sense.
Sort of. I mean, but the frog didn't go looking for Krillin, Japanese Krillin.
Well, the briefcase wasn't a part of Japanese guy's flesh.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Well, he's done it with inanimate objects too before, like, or later on he does with like a shoe.
Oh, whoa, Kyo getting ahead.
Anyway, yeah, we get a cool standoff here.
Literally.
Giorno tries to punch him out with the speed up thing, but Zipper guy put on the Danny DeVito's arm so he could block it without getting his senses messed up.
Yeah, this is the part where I'm like, does this guy actually die? Because his arm is literally on the ground.
It's fine, though. The Zipper's like space teleportation or something, looking by that weird dark effect.
So this guy just wakes up and he doesn't understand how he fell on the ground and got knocked out.
He just had a weird day, that's all.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they went out of their way to reattach his arm.
I mean, they do have Giorno actually rip off his own arm.
Oh, yeah.
And punch him with it.
Well, he doesn't completely rip it off. It's still attached by the zipper.
Yeah, but he's still...
like a thin thread.
Yeah. He still rips it off enough.
Yeah. Now we get the best part here. He doesn't finish Bruno off because he concludes he's a good guy.
Yeah, because he can tell good guys when he sees them.
Because Bruno had Danny DeVito's arm, and that had heroin marks on it. And that's where we learned that this Danny DeVito-looking guy was 13 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty good twist.
Yeah, and Giorno is just like, I want to kill your boss and replace him. I want to feast on his bones.
He wants to break bad.
And Bruno's just like, yes.
I don't know, he seems a little more reluctant than that.
Okay, he's like, let me think about that for a second.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, he does go for it after a moment, but...
He's entranced by Giorno's charisma, which he inherited from Dio.
Also, they have similar boob windows, so they have reasons to like him.
The kindred spirits.
Yeah.
He also likes Giorno's hair, I'm sure.
Well, who doesn't? Okay, hold on. Giorno's hair is better than Bruno's, right?
Oh, Bruno's is down to earth. It's just like a bowl cut.
It's a fashionable one, though.
Yeah.
It's more, what would you call that, a wedge cut?
Giorno has the better hair, but Bruno has the better looking stand. Oh, did we mention what stands are?
They're like superpowers, yeah.
They're like ghosts that come out of you and they have the superpowers. Some of them can punch really far, some of them can punch really close to you.
Yeah, Giorno's is Golden Wind. And Bruno's
No.
a zipper man.
No.
That's what
You
they
heard-
just called them.
Typical
what they said.
Gaijin taking the translation.
It's Gold Experience and
That's
Sticky Fingers.
That's dumb. Sticky Fingers is good. Gold Experience is dumb.
What? It's a Prince album.
Gold Experience, eat my butt.
What? I thought you liked Prince.
Gold Experience isn't that good of an album.
But you like Prince.
Well, yeah, there's other Prince references you can make.
Oh.
Also, wasn't... Giorno doesn't even look like Prince.
He doesn't have to look like Prince.
Mm-mm.
You have to look like your musical reference,
I mean,
Stairmaster.
not Krillin has a stand named Echoes after the Pink Floyd song.
Are you telling me that...
He looks like Pink Floyd himself.
Are you telling me that Speedwagon doesn't look like the members of REO Speedwagon?
Collectively.
Yes.
Oh, he sort of does.
You
Yeah.
just got shut down, Stairmaster. What are you gonna do?
Oh, now we need to post a picture of REO Speedwagon in the show notes so people know what I'm talking about. So anyways, the credits roll. And we
Every
have
time
nothing-
I close my eyes,
I wake up feeling so horny.
So, Stair, as somebody who has read the manga for this series, how horny does this get?
because it was pretty horny.
Oh, well, it gets pretty it gets even more gay. Like
Nice.
2 episodes from now.
Nice. It gets real, because this is real horny. Like, JoJo's always sort of horny. This is
Yeah,
real
but
horny.
This is at the point where the queer coding kind of just becomes queer literalness.
Oh, Giorno fucks.
Yes.
Nice.
Finally.
I'm ready for it.
As is expected of Dio's son.
Yeah, if anyone was gonna fuck, it'd be him. I mean, we do know that, the Joestars fuck.
He's got Dio's
Reluctantly.
charisma, but also Jonathan Joestar's genes. So he's the ultimate sex machine.
Yeah, Jonathan Joestar, the ultimate sex machine. I feel like out of all the Joestars, Joseph was the one who sexed the most.
Yeah, but Jonathan could fuck the hardest. He would just cut down in his prime.
True. That's what he says when he dies. Oh, my prime fucking years.
I spent them all with you, Dio.
All right, so we're obviously all recommending this, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good time.
Like,
Neat.
yeah, we barely talked about the actual visuals of this highly visual medium, but
Well, we
Yeah,
hardly
it's
ever
fucking-
talk about the visuals of all of television.
maybe we're bad at this.
What visuals struck out at you, Stare?
Well, there was that one scene with the ear trick that was very fluidly animated.
Which we did
You
talk
mentioned
about.
that.
Also, the scenery looked very great. It made me want to go to Italy.
Yeah, JoJo is a consistently very well animated show.
Well, I'm actually in Italy right now.
Do the colors randomly change when dramatic things happen?
Well, it depends on if you mean like in the environment or when I take these drugs I got from the gangs.
I meant in the environment.
Oh, no.
But also, do they change when you take the drugs?
Yes.
Oh.
Wow, this kid, he's taking all these drugs.
Makes me so sad.
The boss must pay.
I'm fine with the boss. He gives the drugs.
He
Makes
seems
my
good at
skin
running
feel good.
business. There didn't seem to be like any rival gangs, from what I can tell.
Yeah, he's got a monopoly on it, apparently.
Yeah, that's why he wants to become the boss, the true gangstar. Anyway, yeah, that sounds like it's a tune in for Golden Wind.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's about it for this week's episode of TV Tuners. If you have any quips, comments, questions, foresights, or otherwise, you can send them to us at tvtunerspodcast@gmail.com. What's that name, Kiorein?
TV Tuners Real Factual Actual News at gmail.com.
That's right. You can also find us on Twitter. I'm at Jesse Swanson.
I'm at Stairmaster too.
I'm off the grid right now. I don't have a Twitter anymore. I quit the internet. Goodbye. I'm on Twitter at Real Kiorein.
Also, I take back what I said about the Gold Experience not being a good album. I looked at the track listing and it's pretty dope. The first song is called Pussy Control.
Oh my god.
There's one called Endorphin Machine.
Oh man, I wish those were stands.
One called Billy Jack Bitch.
Oh my god.
That would be a good stand.
All right. You can also find the show on Twitter at TV Tuners, and you can use the hashtag TV Tuners, and we'll give a glance at what you're saying. And as always, you can find the show on all of the podcatchers of your choice: Stitcher, Google Play, Apple, all of the fine podcatchers that you crave. Give us a review and 5 stars, and we'll be very happy with you.
Tysons.com.
Yes, we're on the featured page of that this week.
Surprising after we broke that story, but that's fine.
Yeah, and we did break it. I haven't really heard it talked about anywhere else, and it's clearly true.
I don't think we'll hear it anywhere else either.
Very true story, not at all fake.
The media is trying to bury it.
Yeah.
You guys know how it is with the media.
Yeah, with, the media.
Quote unquote media.
You know what we mean.
Go home.
Alright, and that's it for this week's episode. We'll be back next week with more TV goodness. Until then, keep watching. Bye.
Bye.
It's over.
I found them.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.